You know how you wait all day for something to arrive and then everything arrives at the same time? Well, that's what I've got today. I've just had a delivery of all the car pods that I ordered, and I've just had a message saying that the item I left an offer on yesterday, the offer's been accepted, and they would like to know if I can go and collect it as soon as possible. So, loads of stuff to do today. Anyway, welcome to Vlogmas, day 17. Now, the reason I'm in the car today is because it's quite late in the afternoon, and I've been waiting for those parts to arrive. I didn't want to be out when they got here because it has been raining a little bit throughout today, and I didn't want the cardboard boxes stand outside if it was going to absolutely hammer down. So I've waited in all day for those parcels to arrive, which they have now done, as I said. And now I've got to go out and get the item that I left the offer on the other day. But by the time I get home, it's going to be too dark to unbox the parcels and show you what's in there. So that'll have to be in another day's Vlogmas. However, for this afternoon, I can do a quick video whilst I'm away to collect the item that I bought yesterday, which will work really well. So you're actually going to get a 2-part or possibly a 3-part Vlogmas, but it doesn't make any difference because the whole of Vlogmas in itself is a series. So why not just add into that little bit? And also, of course, we'll really say how busy the roads are while we're out and about in the car today. It's still cold outside, it's still windy, and the sun's blinding in the background there, but at least it's in the background. It should be a lot lower than that when I head back home. Now, of course, some of you watching may well recognise where I am or where I'm heading to by the time we get there. Obviously, you won't know the house I'm going to, but you'll know pretty much the area that I'm going to. And I'm going to collect the item that, as I said, I left an offer on. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday or the day before I left the offer on it. It's fantastic. It's exactly what I need, or at least it'll do for now until I can sort something else out. But this is going to be perfect. I still do need to find another couple of bits and pieces for it in order to be able to use it properly. But it's going to make life so much easier inside the garage, especially at this time of year. Not that I want to give any clues or hints, but that there is probably the biggest clue you're going to get as to what this item might indeed be. Strange thing is, though, it's one of those items where originally the current owners have bought it brand new, taken it home, opened the box, taken everything out of the box to make sure that all the parts are there and there's nothing missing and there's nothing wrong with it. And then they've put it all back in the box ready to use at some point and just never used it. Which means it's a bit of a bargain for me because it's literally brand new, although obviously it is classed as second hand because the box has been opened and everything's been taken out the box and checked over. But then it's just been put back in the box and wrapped up again, which is always really strange. Why do people do that? Is that something you've ever done? Leave a comment below and let me know if you've ever bought anything brand new, getting it home, taking out the box, checked it all over, make sure all the bits are there, nothing's missing, not even tested it though, and then wrapped it all up, put it back in the box and put it to one side and then just forgotten about it for a number of months or a number of years until at some point you find it and then you realise that you no longer need it, you have no use for it, so you just put it for sale in order to get rid of it and try and claw a little bit of money back on it. I don't know why people do that. I've never done that, at least as far as I know, I've never done that. I tend to buy things, take them home, get them out of the box and start using them straight away, or at least checking them to make sure that they do work and they are fit for the purpose that I bought them for. But I've never done that yet. It's really strange. I always find it strange the way people do that. It's being the time it is in the afternoon, it's around about 3 o'clock at the minute. And it's not that busy. I thought it would have been busier, especially at this time of year. Right, now I'm almost at the address I need to be at. And obviously, I don't want to have these people stalked or visited at all. So I'm going to shut the camera off here and I'll get back to you in a few minutes when I've got the item and I'm heading back home. Right then, got the item. Now it's just a case of getting it home. It's not that big though. Right. I'll give you a better view of what you're seeing while we're on the way home though. Now, as I was saying on the way in to getting this, it is literally brand new. And it does look as though it's never been used. It's absolutely fantastic. Can't wait to get it home. All I've got to do now is feed our way through what's becoming the start of rush hour traffic. Sorry about the wobbling of the picture, but for some reason the camera doesn't seem to want to sit very steady when I'm driving. Never used to be like that. Right, so we can get home before it gets too busy. Of course, even though it's cold outside, it's not as cold as it has been, and the wind seems to have died down a little bit as well. There doesn't seem to be too much traffic on the road yet, so won't be long. Back home shortly. And of course, the Mondeo still running perfectly well. Such a comfortable ride. If you haven't already seen it, whether you watch the channel or not, I don't know if you do or not, but if you haven't already seen it, Joseph Lloyd did pay me a visit a couple of weeks ago, and he took this car out for a drive in order to do a review of it on his channel. Now, he has got that coming up shortly. It hasn't been released yet, but it is going to be released shortly. So if you haven't watched Joseph as yet, and you want to see what someone else thinks, an independent person thinks of this particular Mondeo that I own, keep an eye on Joseph Lloyd's channel for when it comes out. I'll not ruin the video by telling you what his overall impression was of the channel, or of the car rather, but keep an eye for that coming out and you'll be able to see what someone else thinks of my car. Now, I do have channel memberships available, where for less than the price of a cup of coffee, you can actually become a member of the channel and help promote the channel, help support the channel. All manner, there's 3 different levels, all manner of extras you can get on that one. And I think there's some really good ones in there as well. But if you're interested in doing that, there's a link in the description to join as a member, or just click the word join underneath the video on screen if you're not watching this on a TV. So I don't think that shows up on TV. You can see in the distance already the sun's starting to set and it's starting to get a bit dark. And by the time I get the other 2 boxes further into the house, because I left them in a safe place for the other car parts that arrived, which hopefully I think is going to be stuff for the Cortina. I'll just put those in a safe place because I want it to come out and get the items in the back of the car now. So by the time I get back, get this out of the back of the car and get the other 2 boxes in the house as well. Get everything up and go and have a look at them. It will be starting to get really dark, especially in the house, because for some reason my house, it's a stupid design. I have one window in the living room and it's at the back of the house and it's where the patio doors are. That's the only window I have. I don't have one at the front of the room, so obviously I only get light in that particular room whilst the sun's on that side of the house, which has always seemed a bit strange. I mean, I'm happy with it. I like it like that because nobody can see in from the roadside when they're walking past the front of the house. So it saves a lot of aggravation. But at the same time, it would be so much better if I had a window on both sides for the light, especially now that I'm doing things like this. It gives us a bit longer at this time of year to be able to edit everything and film everything and get everything uploaded for you. And of course, the other benefit of coming out in the car in order to go and pick up the items I've had to go and pick up is the fact that the heater is on in the car. And the heater in this particular car works really well. So I'm sat here enjoying a very pleasurable Monday afternoon drive to go and pick up something that I've been looking forward to getting my hands on. And it's lovely and toasty warm here in the car. Absolutely wonderful here. It's lovely and comfortable. I suppose the only downside is by the time I get back to the house, I've got to get out of the car and go back into the cold. But aside from that, it's absolutely perfect. Here we are then, back at 00 Garage headquarters. That's it, we're home. Now I've got a couple of parts, a couple of boxes up here that I need to get in the house, and obviously I've got the one to get out of the boot that I've just picked up. but you're going to have to wait until tomorrow night to see what it is that's under the shelf that you're sitting on. If you enjoyed this video, press the like button on the way out, consider subscribing to the channel, if for nothing else, to see what's under the shelf that I've just picked up today and the rest of the parts that arrived earlier. For now though, I'll see you tomorrow night, 7 PM, for day 18 of Vlogmas. Bye for now.